Welcome back, my friends, to a Marvel Snap. In today's deck video, we are assembling Exodia. Whether familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh or not, you guys have probably seen somewhere a meme of this deck going off, centering on Omega Red of all characters ongoing if you're ahead by 10 power here, plus 4 power to other locations. So here, you might be telling yourself, okay, so I have to overkill a location by 10 power to be able to get collectively 8 power back at the other locations. That sounds like a terrible deal, and it would be until you take into effect Iron Man that makes it very easy to be able to overkill at a specific location, and Onslaught being able to multiply the bonus to give you plus 16 power at these other locations. We throw in Mystique for the final form of Exodia, multiplying this over and over again yet again. If we can assemble these 4 cards at a single location, we win guaranteed. Now, of course, that combo is extremely complicated, nearly impossible to be able to pull off, so rather than really leaning into it with stuff like energy cheats in Wave and Psylocke, we're using the rest of our deck to be able to round things out, give us a chance if we are missing a piece of Exodia. So we have things rounded out with Magik to be able to give us that extra turn, just adding the consistency to the deck. Magik is in so many decks right now. She is absolutely amazing. Interestingly enough, this deck is missing one of my other absolute mainstays in Wong, but I mean, Mystique fills the exact same purpose as Wong, but in an ongoing scenario. We have Cosmo for a little bit of control, and it gives us a 3-drop. We can just poke him out onto one of the side locations to try and temper our opponent's growth in that area. We have Mr. Fantastic for the budget version of Exodia, able to still reach over and hit the adjacent locations, still get empowered by Onslaught, still get stacked by Mystique, but if we don't draw Omega Red, he can still do decent work, or if he's played in addition to Omega Red, it is a very good combo as well. Mojo is looking good, empowered by Onslaught. He could be played instead of Iron Man even, because getting plus 12 power, I'm assuming that Onslaught's at the location, should be enough to be able to get that plus 10 margin of victory to trigger Omega Red. We have Ebony Maw just as a cheap curve. We're going to put him out on the flank, and then we are going to give him the assistance without playing cards to his location. He'll still get the help with Omega Red, Mr. Fantastic, and Klaw. Finally, we have Ant-Man, again, another nice, cheap, ongoing card. Gonna chuck him out there. We have Klaw, again, a potential substitute if we don't draw Omega Red, able to still hit the adjacent location, get doubled by Onslaught. Hopefully we can form a very consolidated block to win 2 locations with Klaw, and then Onslaught stacking something at the other location that Klaw is played to. Finally, we have Shang-Chi, just as a little bit of control to round out the deck. I'm finding that is quite consistent for me. We could be playing Rogue as well. This is very much an open flex slot. You can play whatever you want here. I was fully expecting this deck to be just a joke deck to play, but it is actually quite effective at being able to climb here. My favorite deck list is up above. If you're missing any of the cards, you can let me know in a comment down below and we can talk specific card substitutions. But let's see how we do in our first match here. Rolling on in. We see Mojo, Onslaught, Iron Man. So we have 2 of the 4 pieces of Exodia. Mojo is also a nice early piece. Dagger, we're not going to be able to make any use of. We draw Omega Red. We almost have the perfect draws. I mean, this, frankly, is enough for us to be able to champion in a specific location. We'll leverage Xandar to great effect here with Iron Man as well. And we have the full draw, guys. We have absolutely the full draw. What do we like? I think we like Mojo in here. Just give him a poker next to Sunspot. Playing Star-Lord. Is this a Daredevil, Guardians of the Galaxy control style deck? I feel like it could be. Wakanda and Embassy. Plus 2 power to cards in hand, giving us even more power on what's going to be the Exodia stack. Alright, what do we want to play as our 3-drop? Because we have 4, 5, and 6 locked up. Here's Magik. If we want to extend things even more, I say that we just play directly with Mystique to copy Mojo. And then it's going to be Omega Red, Iron Man, Onslaught. Frankly, we could snap seeing this draw. We're a little bit susceptible if he has control. which I'm worried that he does because he's playing Sunspot Star-Lord, tipping me off that there is a Daredevil, Professor X, etc. waiting in the wings. But if we can build up a fast enough lead at Xandar, if he throws in Professor X, we could still be far enough ahead to maintain that 10-point margin of victory to be able to really throw down. Oh, Gambit. Kills his Shang-Chi and then kills my Mystique. Okay. We were honestly not going to get that much out of Mystique in this situation. So we're fine. We're absolutely fine. We go Iron Man here. Oh, and it comes together in the first game. You love to see it. You love to see it. So Iron Man, able to make great use of the bonuses out of Xandar, giving us the +2 from absolutely everything. Man. Okay, Magik. They give us Magik? Oh. If we had known that they were going to play Magik for us, we could have absolutely popped off here with a better play of Mystique, but then Gambit would have destroyed something else. I don't know. You can't get too lost in the sauce of what could have been. So we'll play Onslaught here quite happily. Jack up Omega Red. And then I think it's Mr. Fantastic plus Cosmo as a final line play here. Mr. Fantastic, amped up by Onslaught, is going to be adding an additional +4 points of pressure to both locations. The opponent fully abandoning Xandar here. He understands he has to win the adjacent sides. Playing Ronan the Accuser. What is with everyone playing Ronan the Accuser? I just started seeing him, but you know what? Hang on. Yes. Shang-Chi kills. Even if I play both, because that will take him down. Yeah, he's got the +2 on Wakanda and Embassy. He's still going to be a 10 strength, and then Shang-Chi will kill. I love it. Can I snap again? Can I snap again? I'm feeling great. 80 point stack in the mid. See ya. And that's why we bring Shang-Chi. Ah. That's so perfect. What a great game. The ideal showcase in our very first game. I love it. And I see this opponent on ladder a lot. Give them the thumbs up. They had a clever thing going, but they were missing a finisher. It looked like they were just counting on Ronan the Accuser being large enough. And that's really how you would want to try and counter the deck. Is you play to the adjacent locations. You understand that the death stack in the middle is too much to be able to overcome. And so they had the right game plan, and they were just passing that final turn to be able to put all the extra energy onto Sunspot, I suppose. Normally it would have been enough, but the Shang-Chi control was not what they were expecting. If you guys are enjoying the look of this deck list, then you can leave a like down below. That supports the channel so much. Also, if you're interested in seeing more deck guides just like this one, I make them consistently. I already have a full playlist of them. You can subscribe to the channel to see when our new stuff comes out, adapting to all of the frequent meta changes. The game is still evolving so fast, and I love it. Let's play Mojo. Just recently, you know, Spectrum ongoing, the Wong going list came in, and that list isn't even using any of the new premium cards. It's just all the old card catalog, and people have discovered, hey, we can make a fun new deck here. And you know what's fun is using Cosmo to be able to lock down. They can still kill these cards with Killmonger, but my guess of playing both of these together like this is they wanted to set up a Carnage or a Venom. Probably a Carnage, not a Venom, because you don't want Venom eating negative power. Or a Deathlock. Deathlock is fine as well. So, there you go. Get locked. I'll snap just for the threat. And now we have Shang-Chi to be able to potentially smash a consolidated power card that they have. A lot of the self-destruction archetypes will consolidate their power into a single piece that's big enough for Shang-Chi to be able to mess with. I've not drawn any of Exodia, but Cosmo, this is why we play Cosmo, guys. He's just good enough that when played well, can screw with some of these decks. What do we lose? We lose Omega Red. It wasn't looking like Omega Red was going to come out and do a lot for us this game anyway. Ah, you play your demon. Let's see. I'm tempted to just play Mystique, guys. Also tempted to play Magik. I don't know, but Mystique just seems kind of fun, giving us an extra... Well, she's only 5 points. Never mind. I don't want to play Mystique. Why would I want to play Mystique? That's a stupid idea. Demon is 9 strength. I can just kill him with Shang-Chi. And we already snapped, yes. Okay, we still flip first. What are they going to play? Wow, our control, just the control pieces this time, coming in big. Shang-Chi and Cosmo win the day without any of Exodia on board. Ant-Man, Onslaught, Shang-Chi. I like this opening draw. It gives us a little bit of early tempo. It gives us a piece of control. And then it gives us, we have Klaw here instead of Omega Red, the more budget version of Exodia. Monster Island again. And there is Omega Red. Fantastic. Ooh, Goose. Okay, so Goose is going to completely lock us out from being able to play around here. It's also going to lock us out from being able to use Shang-Chi to kill Monster Island, but it's it's actually Onslaught Citadel, guys. Oh, man. Gonna play Electro. Okay. Gives you that additional energy. We need a way to be able to get the margin of victory. This is so perfect. Viper gonna give me Electro. Oh, that's disgusting. Why would you do this to me? This was going to be my great triumph. This was going to be the perfect game for me. And now Electro zaps me. So on reveal, I don't get the bonus from on reveal, but ongoing, I am now locked to playing 1 card a turn. We'll give the opponent a thumbs up on that one. They got us. So now we don't get the benefit, we only get the negative side. Play Adam Warlock? My friend, you realize... Oh, but you didn't know that I was going to play Klaw. Sure. Let's just play Onslaught and Snap. I think they played themselves. They didn't develop anything on board. Now, granted, they have plenty of power here, but we play a high energy curve. We were going to be able to win that with Onslaught, giving us an additional 5 here, and then an additional, well, he's 6 strength himself, but then an extra 6 on Ant-Man. I can't believe we won that after they pulled off. And that sound effect is getting a little annoying, but I can't believe we won after they pushed Electro to me. That's never happened to me before. Back on the hunt to be able to assemble Exodia. We have the foundational piece, Omega Red. So that's very promising. We'll play Ant-Man over here. Very easy to fill up this location. Honestly, if we draw into Mojo, I'd happily slam it down to Savage Land. Well, I didn't have to draw into it. It's right in my hand. Well, or Squirrel fills it up. Okay. The board is a little choked. A little choked up. We'll play Mojo here. Very easy for them to be able to top us in Savage Land, if you guys have noticed. I would also love to see a Killmonger hit the board and just kill everything. I just feel like that would be a fun thing to see. Now we have 4, 5. I think I play Mr. Fantastic over here to be able to get the extra bump. Hoping to be able to draw into Onslaught. We can play Magik to extend things. We have effectively exactly enough board space to be able to pull off what we want. And the opponent has snapped for us. They're also not playing anything, so I don't understand what's happening. Is this... It's Mr. Negative? Okay. They had to wait to turn 4 to be able to get a play. That is interesting. It tells me that they've drawn into the higher curve of the Mr. Negative deck. Now, of course, they could have some very powerful plays coming up. The main swing on the Mr. Negative is if you get the inverted Iron Man, the Mach 42 or whatever the superior Iron Man armor is that people like to call it, can be a game winner in and of itself. Here we go. Iron Man. We get the tentacle slap of the margin of victory. Jubilee fishes from the inverted deck and pulls Zola. Cuts up Jubilee. Jubilee goes on right, pulls an additional card. Ironheart buffs everything. And then a Wolfsbane to be able to win at Savage Land. Ouch. Here's the thing. I can play Onslaught to be able to win at Central Park. Oh, but I'm not getting any buff right now, right? No. Okay, so there's two very interesting lines of play. We can play Magik to be able to get the extra 3 here and score Mojo for an extra 6. So that's plus 9 to this location. Also, it would mean that I believe Mojo would become the largest and get the additional plus 3. So it's a good line of play, but it gives him extra time to be able to play and draw powerful cards. Then again, he has 6 in hand, 1 in deck. He's already got everything he wants. I'm going to do it. I talked myself out of it and into the other line. We play Magik here, get the swing on Monster Metropolis, and then we will play Onslaught to Central Park to be able to get the plus 8 on both adjacent locations. We should be able to then win Savage Land and Central Park quite handily. So we will end the final turn. Before we go into the true final turn, you're going to play Ronin? Sure, swap Ronin out. What do you get? Oh, a white tiger. Well, the 5 strength is cute, but you don't get the spirit tiger now. The board is just a little choked up, my friend. Are we gonna, they're gonna surrender, they're gonna surrender without even seeing the full might of the Exodia. No, I don't get the 8 cubes. It was a mistake. If I'd played Onslaught, I could have gotten the 8 cubes. Right? Yes. Onslaught would have certainly been able to score more cubes. So we took the stronger line of play, but it gave the opponent an obvious retreat. Interesting to think about how that could potentially swing things. And there is our beautiful, beautiful deck. Like I was saying, I thought that this was going to be more of a joke than really legitimate to be able to climb with, but it plays very well. The key pieces of Control in Cosmo and Shang-Chi just help out so much in specific matchups, and then you're able to build the true Exodia enough times to get a guaranteed win that you can take a lot of cubes. You're able to get a budget Exodia, which is very close to other decks running at their optimum, to still be able to finagle victories. And then you can also play combos like Mystique copying Iron Man. You get a lot more reliability. With this, I feel like you have enough pieces to be able to slot in if you don't draw your absolutely key cards to still make good things happen in most of your matches. So let me know what you guys think of the list. If you guys have been playing this or a variant of it, I would love to hear what you guys have been finding success with. Until next time, thank you guys for watching and have a good one.